Peppermints in this area here are doing well as well. You can see going all the way down, and lemongrass and that corner there, and everything just seems to be waking up. The weather is changing, and that's a yacon right there. We did not harvest that last year, but as you can see that it's coming back up on its own. And look at that. That is my avocado tree. This avocado has been topped off several times already, as you can see right there, the old stem there, which I topped off. And this is actually a new growth from, if you look there, let me see if I could get you as close as I can right there, where the new growth, oops, down there, as you can see where that brown one is, that brown big stem, you will see the new growth right there from where we cut it when it died back on that severe winter we had about 2 seasons ago. And as you can see, there you go, it is looking very nice again. As you can see, this avocado germinated in my compost, I would say about 3 years ago that was, and we planted it here. And because it seems to be native of this area, it seems like it's withstanding the change of the weather very well and tolerating the changes, and it just kept coming back. And hopefully we might just have a very good, sturdy, and avocado tree strong enough for this weather we have here. As well as this tropical lemon tree here. Actually, this is Calamansi, which is a small little lime-like, you know, like key lime from Florida. That's what the fruits looks like. But this is actually called Calamansi, which is native to the Philippines. And I grew this from seeds. And as you can see, this too is behaving like the native or a native of this place. It comes back. It might respond to the change of the weather, the extreme cold. It will kind of die back a little and then come right back, as you can see, when the weather warms again. So those are 3 or 2 of the trees we planted here several years ago, and it's just keep coming back. Here's a good one. 3 years ago I planted several gandules or pigeon peas in this garden. About 3 of them died back with the winter. But in this corner here, which everything seems to just comes back year after year, this is actually the northwest side of my garden. Let me show you. That's the base of this plant here, or rather tree now, I would say. This is the pigeon peas. Let's follow it, and as you can see, it's looking really nice. And if you look up there, let me go around here. I've got to make sure that the sun is okay. Look up there. See the yellow bloom you see there? this pigeon peas is actually blooming this time, and since it's not even actually spring yet, I mean not really ready for planting, but it's already in bloom, so we might just yet to harvest some pigeon peas or gandules in this plant. And I'm excited for it because this is the only one that survived that bitter cold with lots of snow winter that we had 2 years ago. And as you can see from the base of this plant, you can tell how strong and sturdy this pigeon pea plant has gotten, and is actually in bloom already. Now, pigeon peas, as you know, is a tropical plant. I don't know where it's native from. I believe India, and they grow it a lot in Puerto Rico, and it's doing very well in this corner of my garden. Wow, look. This is my Moranga, and as you can see, I cannot put my hand around it anymore. That's how big the diameter has gotten on this Moranga. That was the old base right there, and from that old base sprouted 2 new ones, which you can see I really cannot put my hand around it anymore. That's how big it is. Okay, so some of my moringa are starting to show some greens, and this is the one planted next to my hoop house, and my husband is going to actually cut that back even more, probably if not the same height of the hoop house, maybe even lower. But as you can see, that part up there, he will cut that back, cut that off up to that point right there, and we probably will plant those to propagate them. And we are going to cut it back to reinvigorate this moringa tree here, because very soon it will also start putting out new buds, new growth, and we need to reinvigorate it, and we don't want it to grow too tall anyway, so it must be cut back right about the same height of the hoop house at least. If nothing else is peak spring, I guess this banana plant here will, because you know banana is a tropical plant, and on winter it always die back here in zone 8 or 8B to be precise. And the new growth of green there, to me, is signaling spring. That's what it looks like right now. And that's the base. Going up to the new growth of new leaves. Is that spring to you?